Going live. We're live. Hey, good morning. It is Friday. It is about 6:26 a.m. and this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. This is our 340th episode. And I just want to say good morning. It's Friday. I don't know about you, but I'm all excited. It's Friday. And two of my PAs have finished yesterday. So two of them are down. One more got to finish today. For those safe people, I have multiple PA planning sessions. Hi, Bubbles. And we got a visitor here. Hi, you coming over to say hi? I'm trying to mute my phone. My new phone, because my old phone broke. Anyway, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, and this is the Bubble Tale. And we're here to talk about not Bubble's Tale, but Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so that you can get more value to your customer, get home to your family, not work so long, work more efficient and lean, and have a little fun as we go, right? I mean, that's part of I always say that's part of the game. Some people don't know how to have fun. They don't have to have fun, do they, Bubbles? No. But anyway, it's Friday, and I'm going to put out some stuff. We got Abzar. He's going to be doing our interview. Abzar's doing the interview, right, Bubbles? We got an interview today at 9 o'clock. Just remind you all, there should be a reminder. Click on the subscribe or the reminder button so you get a little note when his interview pops up at 9 o'clock, and I'll be on there to chat with anybody if anybody wants to chat during the interview process. So there'll be online chat. Again, that's a new thing we're doing. So that's coming up today. It'll be, I think it's our 4th interview. So that's good. And I got other interviews and working on them too. So different guests, different places from around the world, different diversity, backgrounds, all kinds of things like that. Trying to get there's so many people out there to interview and talk about stuff about what they do in the Agile and Scrum worlds and just life in general. So try to bring them in on a Friday about 9 o'clock in the morning, right? Because that's what everybody said they wanted to do. And today I just got a couple things to talk about. One, we're going to do Fortune Cookie Friday. So that's today. I want to talk about keeping it simple and documentation. Not to have the comprehensive documentation, but more about working software or working product over comprehensive documentation. So first thing about keeping it simple. I noticed a lot lately, and this has come more about the show and things in general, just not getting as much small content out on in the video area here on YouTube and splicing some stuff up. So what I decided was to keep it more simple. Because the more complicated, the more or less I wanted to do it. So my thought was, I was practicing last night. I'm gonna put out some fortune cookie episodes from Fridays and put them out on various days. I have to put some times, but like a Tuesday, Thursday, or something. I have to see when's a good time. But just keep it simple. Not do a lot of edits. Not do a lot of complicated stuff because it's just me. I say we sometimes, but the we is me and maybe the kid, the cat, who knows? But it's not a real complicated show. So I'll probably put more content out there, just keeping it really simple and clean and to the point so that it's not out there too long. Because everybody's getting into this 15-second, 1-minute videos anyhow. So why do they want to see all the extra? I would love to put outtakes out and do things like that. But that takes a lot more effort and don't have a team to do that. And I want to get the content out and the value to the customer. That's my goal. The customer is everybody who's watching and who will watch in the future and have questions about certain things in Scrum and Agile. And maybe do experiments to share with their kids and family and things to do in life. I have some fun with the teams too. Because there's nothing wrong with these Mentos experiments with the team. You can find out who can make the most creative Mentos experiment as a team. Whenever we go back to the office, or maybe they can take video and send them in. Who knows? So, keeping it simple. Sometimes that's the right answer than it is to make more complicated. Just simplify, get it out there, get feedback, and do what you got to do, right? So that's one of the things I want to keep about keeping simple. The other ones I want to talk about was documentation. I put that in the title. The other day, 2 days of BI planning. Actually, it's been like a whole week. And a certain individual asked me about, can we go through all the systems and check that they filled in all the data that are related. I literally said this to the person. I said, if I were to go into all the Scrum Masters and teams right now, because it was like an hour before we did the final plan presentation, and I said, okay, here's are all your items that don't have the correct data in them. I told him literally they would shoot me. I did. I told him that. I said, if I were to go in and analyze every data and gave them information, said, hey, you're missing this data in this field, that data in this field, and here's a bunch of epics or features or whatever that are missing stuff. And I send out to the Scrum Masters and the RTEs and the teams and the BAs and the product owners. They would go find me, even in this COVID, and I think they would shoot me. I think they would. I would. So this is this over documentation thing. It's like there's also a timing sense of the documentation. Here's my thought. Do you need to prevent everybody from writing this stuff so they can plan and figure out what they want to do because you're missing a couple pieces of data in your fields in your database? If that's how you're operating, you're totally not agile. I'm just telling you that right now. Because it's more important to get them an idea so they can figure out what they can do and what they can admit to, and do they think they can do it at this point in time. It'd be great to have all the graphics and all that stuff, and they should mark down if things are ready or ready to go or get to the next phase. But to not let them look and examine stuff because they're missing one field or two or some piece of data. Sometimes you don't need all that data just to get going and give yourself an estimate. You know what the item is and what you got to do. It's just a question of just writing it down and recording it. Sometimes a shell is just fine. People are like, well, we need more than a shell. I would love to have more in the shell, but sometimes it doesn't happen, especially at the last minute on sprint planning. No matter what you do, and when I was trying to encourage this person on how well they did, the teams are doing so much better of getting 80% of the stuff ready. They're down to the last 80%, and they give a thing, a cushion for. This is why you give a cushion in PI planning, why you give a cushion in sprint planning, because another 20% dropped the day of the sprint planning event, which is good because that's changed. That's stuff that came up that they finally got approved or feedback from the customer that needed to be done. So you got to let that stuff go, because that last minute, and have everybody, you got to, before you meet compliance, you have to fill in all these fields in order to meet compliance. That's nuts. It's not very productive. It's not value added. It doesn't help everybody move along. It doesn't keep them move forward. My one point I'll add, if you are a product owner and you get something that needs to go in and you get it at the last minute and you don't have all the information, that should go at the back of the line. Should go at the end of the priority. It's just part of that thing. It's like, well, why can't it be first? Because you don't have all the information. Well, why can't I make it first? Because you didn't bring it all. Why didn't you prep it before? I mean, sometimes you can. Good morning. Hey, Edward. What are you doing up this early? Anyway, he should be sleeping. He needs to sleep. He needs 7 hours of sleep. I've been told that. So your mind can recuperate. I saw that the other day. So those are the kind of things I got for today. I don't want to go dragging into one topic, Harry. And I just want to say good morning to Edwin. Let's see. He is doing good over there in New Zealand. He was one of the guys we interviewed. And again, Abzari, he's going to do our interview today at 9. Edwin was someone who did an interview a couple of weeks ago. So that was fun. And now it's time for drumroll bubbles. Fortune Cookie Friday! Fortune Cookie Friday! And I just want to say, if you want to do an interview, I'm more than happy to interview anybody in the Agile Scrum world. Here's a fortune cookie that's in the sealed bag, sealed by Agile accountants who want you to fill every field in during PI planning so that it can be entered in the system. And it's very important before you exit PI planning that all those fields are all filled out. Those are the guys, those are the Agile accountants that I talk about every day and I encounter. Here is the fortune cookie in its sealed cookie container. And here's what it says. I'm curious because these things are really good sometimes. I probably just jinxed it, right? Praise like gold and diamonds owes its value to its scarcity. Praise like gold and diamonds owes its value to scarcity. I'm going to take a different take on this one. This is what I'm going to say. I like this. I'm going to take something that people don't normally see, and I'm just sharing that out, right? Praise like gold and diamonds owes its value to its scarcity. So it's rare, right? I'm going to say what I like to say about this. You know the superhero stuff that goes, we work till 2 o'clock in the morning, writing code, coming up with that proposal, getting in last minute, getting the whole work, no one gets any sleep, people are coming in and dropping code because they want to do a release over the weekend. They're up at 5 a.m. in the morning. They're working all through Saturday, Sunday to get those releases. I want to say, I hope that becomes more of a scarcity in the Scrum and Agile world than it does a normal thing. We should be praising people and teams that don't have to do that anymore. We shouldn't be praising teams who spend all weekend dropping code. That isn't something we should be praising. I bet you didn't think I was going to say that, did you? We should not be praising companies, organizations, teams, superheroes that work until 2 o'clock in the morning to get code out. We should be praising the teams who do it every day. That don't sweat, don't go driving, don't go, hey, we're too stressful, we can't do anything because we got to drop this code. But you didn't think of that one. This is a beautiful one if thought in an agile context. Praise the people who get the work out on a regular basis and not at the last minute of the sprint or last minute of the delivery or spend up till 2 o'clock in the morning writing code and dropping it because it all breaks anyhow. Great Scrum Masters are scarce. That's what Edwin has to say. I got him addicted because I made him do a fortune cookie one time. That's a good one too. I don't know if Scrum Masters should be great. They should be servant leaders, actually. A lot of Scrum Masters, the best ones, you don't even know they're there. Not from a doesn't do anything perspective, but however, they don't take the praise. They praise the team. How about that one, Edwin? Aha. All right. So I'm going to let it go with that. Oh, hey, I found the bell. I think it was camouflage. Please ring the bell so you get subscriptions and notification when we go live and post up stuff, interviews, and everything like that. And you all have a great Friday. Enjoy it. Think simplicity. We're having pizza for Friday night dinner. You know, sometimes it's like just not overthink it and make it simple. And again, keep things simple. Don't over document and have some fun. Take care. Bye. Bye, Edwin. See you later. Enjoy New Zealand. You're out there partying Friday night, aren't you? I know he is. Take care. Bye.